Hey guys, so before we start the video, let me talk to you about Chime. So this is not a sponsorship video. However, Chime, if you ever want to get in touch with me and you want to sponsor any of my videos or any of the series, please let me know. I will be happy to do so. So let me talk to you about Chime. Chime is an online banking app, and it is something that I highly recommend if you pick up scooters such as Bird or Lime. One of the main things that I love about it is that I get paid the same day for what I do. So normally I have a Citibank or a Bank of America account, but if I connect them as my payment methods, they will take between 48 to 72 hours to get my payment to my bank account. However, with Chime, I get it the exact same day. For example, with Lime, anything I drop off, let's say before 7 a.m., I will get in my bank account by 1 p.m. the same day. And for Bird, I will get it by 7 p.m. the same day, which is awesome because you get pretty much the money when you need it. So if you go ahead and pick up scooters for any of the companies, go ahead and download the app. The link is going to be down below. And the best thing about it is that you can make $50 and I can make $50. All you got to do is create an account, use the link down below, and ensure you get a direct deposit of at least $250 within the first 45 days. And that's all it takes. So like I said, I love it. I wouldn't recommend it if I didn't use it and if it didn't work out for me. But I do, and it does work out for me. So that's why I strongly recommend it. As I said, the main reason is because if you pick up scooters, you get money the same day. You get paid out the same day. So now that you hear about today's sponsorship, which is not sponsored, let's go ahead and start the video. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to the channel, welcome to this video, welcome to Earning with Edgar. And today the topic of this video is a little bit interesting. However, as I've said before, the idea behind this channel is to share with you guys ideas, to share with you guys my experience, and also to share with you guys options on how you guys can make extra money if you want to. And mainly I share based on my experience, things that I've done, things that have worked for me, things that definitely have not worked for me, in order to help you out, in order to help the whole process of choosing what works best for you be a little easier, a little faster, and be more effective, so to speak. As I mentioned in the last video, which was yesterday, I know, something's going on in the world. There's two videos, one day after the next. What? After I didn't post for like a month and a half. Anyways, I mentioned that for a time I used to drive for Uber and for Lyft. Unfortunately, I am unable to find my credentials for my login to get into my Uber dashboard. However, I was able to get into my Lyft dashboard. And I'm going to share with you guys, like I've said before and like I've done before, I am really transparent. I share with you guys my income. I share with you guys, the real money, whether it's good, whether it's bad, because I think that's the best way to go about things in order for you to decide whether it's good for you or not. So you guys will see on the screen somewhere, sometime from now, a small screenshot of what I actually made for 2018. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I did Lyft for 4 months. And at the beginning, I was really focused on it, and there was a point where I was making about like $1,200 a week before expenses, before the wear and tear, before the gas, before the tune-ups, whatever it is that you have to do to cars. I know a lot of you guys are really picky about that. So yes, it's before all those expenses and before taxes. So yeah, $1,200, and then slowly you dwindle down because I started working a lot less. However, within that 4.5 month period, I averaged a total of I'm recording with my phone. All right, let me add it up here. So as you guys will see on the screen, and I'm looking at my computer right now, my ride earnings were $8,652.20, and my non-riding earnings, which is tips and also what do they call it? The referral bonuses, was $1,566.63. So if you add it up, let's do some quick math. It was well above 10,000. Let's say $10,100. I'm not gonna add it up right now, but you guys can do the math. I made well over 10K within 4.5 months before expenses, before everything. Yes, I know, but that was money that came into my hands, into my bank account. And the reason why I'm sharing this with you is because now that scooters may not be the most viable thing, at least for a lot of chargers out there. Maybe that might be your case, maybe it's not, I don't know. But for a lot of them, it's not worth it. And you might think, well, what can I do? Now, it does. I am not telling you go and sign up for Lyft, go and sign up for Uber. I am only sharing with you an option. Is it the best option? Probably not. But I don't know what else or what the best option is for you. It's only something you can decide. Is it something I would recommend? I don't see why not. Now, if you're someone that likes to drive, most importantly, if you're someone that can drive, have a driver's license, and have a car, which I'm guessing you do if you're a juicer or if you used to charge for Uber, I mean for Bird or for Lime, um, give it a try. Maybe it might be for you. It might not be for you, but you wouldn't know unless you gave it a try. And I'm sharing with you how it went for me. Now, is it something I am going to do? No. No, because as I've mentioned before, I have a job. I have a full-time job. I work for a tech company, and being a juicer, picking up birds, picking up limes was an extra income, a very very good extra income, but nevertheless it was extra. And I don't really want to deal with passengers. I don't really want to deal with all the traffic, especially here in LA because it's crazy. And what I would do was sometimes, or most of the times, I would drive at night because that way, there was not a lot of traffic. You would only have to deal with passengers, but it's not something I want to do. And the main reason why I wouldn't go back to that is because as much as it sucks that they, cut the payouts for Lime and for Bird, at the end of the day, because I don't use a car, or at least I don't use a sedan or a family car or, I don't know, a small van or what do you, I think it's called like a soccer mom van, whatever. I don't use one of those for picking up scooters. I use a commercial van. So because of that, I'm able to do high volume, or at least I consider it high volume. So even though the prices are slashed, I can still make well above $200 a day. Believe it or not, it's true. Let's average it out. About 30 scooters or 30 birds at 450, we're talking well above 125 dollars if I'm not mistaken, plus another 30 limes at about 250. That's 75. That's 200 bucks, and then I'll drop off a couple and plus one hubs. So I'll make well above $200 a day, working very little in comparison to how much I would need to work to earn that with Lyft or with Uber. That's my case. Now, I know a lot of you guys out there who used to be users or still are, don't have commercial vans or don't have the space in their house or a warehouse or wherever it may be to charge such a high volume of scooters. I am very lucky and very, 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 very blessed that I'm able to do so. But if that's not the case for you and you're only able to pick up 5 or 10 scooters, then the math really doesn't add up. So when you look at it from the perspective of what's best for me, picking up 10 birds and earning $30, and that means picking it up, taking it home, charging it, and dropping it off, or going out, at night to drive for Uber or for Lyft, maybe, just maybe, it might make more economic sense to do, drive for one of those companies. Like I said, I really don't know. This is something I wanted to throw out to you guys. It's an opportunity. It's an option. And I am sharing it with you guys because I did it for a while, and I made an extra 10k, well, a little over 10k before expenses during 2018. And I didn't at that time I wasn't picking up scooters. I didn't even consider it as a possibility. So yeah, it was extra income. It really didn't hurt, and it might be good for you. So like I said, that's what I'm sharing with you guys. I know there's a lot of chargers who before used to be drivers for Uber or for Lyft, and they're like, you know what, I can make more money driving for those platforms than being a charger. And I believe you. I believe you because when I used to drive for Uber, there was this one night here in LA. I think it was the last game for the Dodgers for the finals. I think it was like 3 years ago or something like that, and they lost, unfortunately. But I picked up this couple right outside Dodger Stadium, and oh my God! Yes, at that time the pay was higher for per mile and per minute. However, there was something called surge pricing, which means there's a lot of demand and not a lot of drivers able to supply it. So the price goes up higher in order to attract more drivers to that area. Anyways, so I picked up this couple and I took them from Dodger Stadium all the way to Anaheim, close to Disneyland. Now that time was about like 12 midnight or like 12:30, really really late. There's no traffic. Um, this couple knew where to like wait for me because I didn't have to go in and deal with the traffic at Dodger Stadium. I picked them up, and it was surge pricing, and I saw it. I was like, you know what? Even if it's like a $10 ride, surge pricing is like times six or times seven, so I'll make at least like 50 or 70 bucks. I kid you not. The moment they get into the car and I check, that they're in the car and it shows me where they're going, I was like, I am definitely gonna make a couple $100 from here. And I didn't expect how much. It was like a 30-minute drive because there was not traffic at all. Took the freeway all the way through. When I dropped them off, the bill was for over $600. And after Uber's take and whatever, I made for that single ride, which took me about like 30 minutes, well over like $580. It was amazing. I've never had anything like that again. Then again, the Dodgers haven't gone to the finals here in LA or anywhere since then. But it's just an example on how, yes, there are amazing days. There's amazing rides that happen all the time where you can make well over $100 per ride. And it's not often, but if you're lucky, you might get it. And a perfect example is this week. Well, when I publish this video, when I send it out, it's probably going to be the week that I'm in Chicago. However, I was looking that from O'Hare International Airport, where it's where I'm going to land, to where I'm going, which is about like 45 minutes away. Uber is going to charge me $116, which means that the driver that picks me up is going to make, let's say, $100 after tip. And that's a one way there. The driver who's going to pick me up from where I'm staying and going back to O'Hare Airport on Friday is going to make the exact same amount. So it's $200 that two people are going to make just from me, basically. So if you're lucky, if you get a good rides, if it's your turn, if it's your time, you can make good money. It's not all the time. However, if you're willing to work, which I know most of you guys who are looking for opportunities on making extra income are willing to do the work. And that's something I strongly believe in. If you're willing to do the work, opportunities will always, always show up. And I'll give you a small, rapid example. This company that I'm currently working, this tech company I'm working with, I was looking on Craigslist one day under the jobs, or I think it was like gigs under computers, and it just popped up. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna apply for it. And it turned out it worked out. I've been with them for a while. Opportunities are showing up. But like I said, if you're looking, if you're willing to do the work, if you're willing to grind it out in order, whatever the reason is that you want to make extra income, whether it's, having a better lifestyle, paying off your debt, simply having more money in your bank account, having cash in your wallet, not having to stress out about money, whatever it may be. Or maybe you have this goal that you want to, go on a trip, have your own business and you need some startup money, whatever it is. If you're willing to work, if you're willing to search for opportunities, they will appear. They will come. I promise you this. You guys are going to see more videos down the road. I can't promise you I'll keep making, one day after another or how continuous it'll be. But trust me, I'm going to share some of my stories on things that I would never imagine that would happen. Things like, this company I'm working with, there was this, about a year and a half ago, I started working with this company of interior designers, high-end interior designers. That came at a perfect moment in my life because I needed that extra income, and they had no problem paying me $50, $60 per hour for the work that I used to do for them, which was incredible. Another option or another example is there was this one time when I was just 18 years old that my mom helped me there. She used to talk to everyone about what I was able to do in regards to like tech and building websites and this and that, which is nothing you can't learn online. And I did everything. I learned everything on the University of YouTube, like Reyes says. And within a week, I it's not something I made. It's just with the knowledge that I had, I was able to bring product A and integrate it with product B that this company was offering, merge them, and that created a service for this company that they needed. And I made like $20,000. I went on a couple of trips to Vegas, all paid for by them, because they needed me, and it's crazy. So things like that, and I'll share with you guys more opportunities that I've been blessed to have. But it's just to show you, it's just to share with you guys that it doesn't matter how old you are, it doesn't matter what your background is. It doesn't matter where you live. If you're willing to look for options, they're gonna pop up. So if you're a charger here in the U.S. or probably somewhere else, because I know there's some companies outside of the U.S., and you think that charging might not be good for you anymore, or might not be viable, or simply the economics don't add up, then look for other options. Try Lyft, try Uber. And here I've always said, the idea is for you to make money. If I can make money off of something I can share with you guys, then awesome. I'm gonna share my link for becoming a Lyft and Uber driver in the description. I haven't checked if there's any promotions. If there is, well then I guess you can make some money and so can I. If not, then feel free to use it, or if you don't want to, you don't have to. But yeah, I guess I guess that's all for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for your support. And as always, this video is not sponsored in any way by Chime. And as you saw in the beginning of the video, it is something I recommend. So if you work for for one of the jobs in the gig economy, feel free to apply for them. Not even apply, feel free to create an account. They want you as a customer. They want you to use them to take advantage of it. They're a great company. They're great on online banking platform. And if you use my code, you make $50, and I'll make $50 if you do a direct deposit of at least $200 within the first 45 days. It is something I use. It is something I love. I don't have my wallet next to me, or else I will show you my card. But yeah, definitely go ahead and try them out if you want to. If not, it's cool. And I will see you next time.